All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Carollo's Corner at it'sallaboutScores.com. Tonight I have another very special guest, Montre Wright from the Haddon Heights Garnets. Trey, say hello to everybody.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? You doing today?
I'm right
Thanks for
up.
having me, Joe.
I'm sorry.
So thanks for having me. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for coming on. Appreciate this. For those that don't know, Coach Wright is a two-time sectional champion down there at Salem, and has just made his move about 45 minutes north to Haddon Heights. How are you adjusting up there? Like, what are some of the differences? You know, this is new for you, and you've been in one place for so long.
It's a pretty good place, man. From knowing I had Heights in the past, playing against them, coaching against them actually, I knew they always had tough kids, man. They had tough kids. They strived off to that, being a tough ball club and just being out there. And then it's just you know they are a tough ball club, and my job is to make sure we come in there and we add a little bit more extra to the toughness, you know.
Absolutely. So you brought
But
a lot of your staff with you. If I, from what I heard through the grapevine, brought some of your guys.
yeah, so we pretty much brought our staff that we had at Salem. We want to make sure we keep everything the same how we did things down at Salem, with just a little bit more twist, in the Had Ice community because we know that they're striving to be a pinnacle ball club. You know, we want to make sure we hold our end of the bargain by just coming there and working as hard as we can possible to make sure their kids are successful.
I want to get to that in just a minute. You notice, I mean, any differences between the two communities?
Oh yeah. Big demographically, Salem is pretty much a poverty community. We dealt with a lot like the median salary in Salem was what 25 to 30,000. And you coming in and had a Heights where, everybody, the median salary probably is between 75 to 80.
Right.
And a lot of homeowners in the community. And just practicing in the middle of the community has been a breath of fresh air. Just having people stop by, practice, and watch us, and tell
That's
how
great.
much they rooting for us for this year during the season. So you definitely see the two differences in the community as far as demographics. But I mean, either way, they're all both programs have good kids. So
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, what are
um,
the similarities? I know there's got to be some similarities between the two as well.
similarities. I would say you got kids who want to win. At Salem, you had kids who want to win. I had a Heights now. You have kids who want to win, and not just the kids. Administration wants to. They want to continue to build a tough culture there. So those are the similarities. Even at Salem, our administrative team, they always strive to be the best at what we put together down there as well. So, you're coming into it, and everybody's mindset is pretty much the same. They want to put the kids in a good situation as far as on and off the field, and just build a culture there for the kids to be successful.
Right. Going to say, I'm a little bit familiar with Haddon Heights. I know they've always been, a decent program. They usually have good records. But I know the goal is to get to that next step, to get them where you got Salem. So, like, what's your plan to get them to that next step, to put them in that championship game in November?
It's funny you say that because I tell the guys the best time of football is walking to practice and you hear Christmas songs playing while you're walking to practice.
Right.
And we had it at Salem. We had a chance to experience that out of my 9 years, 7 times. So
Yeah.
we didn't win it 7 times, but with just being there 7 times out of the nine, it was a good deal because that we're the last two teams at the end. So I just let the kids know like it's no better feeling than knowing you're out of those 30 teams that started the season. There's just only two teams here that can, win this thing at the end of the day. Um, but and they're curious. They ask a lot of questions. Like what did you guys do to get where you're at, and how did you do it, and things we implement in practice. We try to give them pretty much a blueprint of what we did down at Salem, and they're being real receptive of it, and they're performing well, and real attentive to what we're bringing to the table.
Right. It sounds like you definitely have them in the right direction. I like what you're saying. I know personally what you did at Salem was at a lot of your games,
Mhm.
so I know what can be. So, what are the goals realistically for this year? coming up? Like, what could you expect? And I'm going to get to some of the team members in a minute. What could you expect out of this team? Like, what is your goal for the 2025 season?
The goal is now. I tell the guys every day, we're here for the now. We're not rebuilding. We're not, you know, just plan to just get through the season, and say that all right, we got our first under our belt. We want to get deep in the postseason. We want to let people know that we can get there and we can reach our goals. So anytime we step on the field, it's always that mentality that we got to do it now. Is no waiting. So and that's the attitude and mindset we want to have.
Right. So tell us a little bit about your team. Who do we expect to see? Who are some of the major players, up and coming players? Give us a little preview of the 2025
Um,
Hornets.
so we have pretty good our quarterback Kevin Clark, real good baseball player. He's going to be our quarterback this year coming into the season. Definitely a great leader, good kid. Get doing well with the system, and just being another eyes and coach out there for us. He's been stepping in a huge role and doing phenomenally well at it. So he's a guy. You have a Mark Ridley, who's pretty much our athlete. He plays running back, sometimes receiver, and also is a pretty good linebacker as well. So he's stepping in, and Kanai Golden, our defensive back, who has a Syracuse offer. He's one of the guys that's going to come in and also get the wheel turning. And Nate, one of our center, who's the captain of our offensive line. He's the leader of our black hole. That's what we call it. We call our line the black hole.
Awesome.
He's the leader of it. He's a leader. He takes pride in it, man. He's a kid that wants to get better every single day when we step on the field. And we have a lot of young newcomers that's willing to showcase their talent as well. So we have some we have a good mix of upperclassmen and a good mix of underclassmen. And we just got to gel together and get it done.
All right, terrific. So nice. So a lot of people may not know the Haddon Heights area. What is your sending districts? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Merchantville, Haddon Heights, and Barrington, Lawnside. Is it the four or am I
Yeah,
off?
yep. That's the
Okay.
four. That's the four right there. Yep.
All right, terrific. Real quick before we go, the landscape of New Jersey football is always changing. And I talked to some other coaches. We have a new way of the playoff bracket. There's always some new, rules regarding this and that. Anything that in particular have your attention that you're liking or disliking, let's say?
I mean, I looked at it briefly. I glanced at it. But it's always you just got to win. I mean, we could look
Bottom
at it
line.
and bottom line, you just got to win. Because that just take care of everything, right? I mean, we
Yeah,
can sit here and talk about how the playoff system is and the direction the playoff things are going, but none of that matters if you're not there. So
right,
you want to
right.
make
I
sure
mean,
you
yeah, exactly.
you want to make sure you control your destiny and just win football games and when we get to that point, we just continue to handle business.
Yeah, I kind of think it's neat. I mean, with any time you change the playoff system, there's pros and cons. This is worth a try. I think it's kind of neat to see where it'll go. And come November, we're all going to be looking at the gridiron for the PowerPoints and
Yeah,
see where everybody
yeah,
lands.
and it's a good thing. New Jersey, they are trying to figure it out. I mean, even at Salem, we was blessed to win two sectionals and blessed to win the regional championship game there as well. So and just add an extra game at the end. I think it was a pretty good deal because now you're actually playing a true,
State
a
champion,
good state championship game.
and it's worked out well
So
so far. The state
yeah,
championship thing
yeah,
has worked out well.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So, when we get in that situation, we were at Salem, we had to win four straight to be the last team. Now you pretty much it's like five now, with
it's
five
five.
games. You
Yeah,
got
it's five.
five games now. You got to win five straight to be the last team. So, I mean, either way, you just gotta have that mentality, one game at a time, and when you get in the postseason, it's a new season. You gotta handle your business.
All right, terrific. Look, I want to thank you for coming on the show tonight. I want to wish you the best of luck this year. I know.
Appreciate you, Joe.
No problem. I mean, you obviously have things in the right direction. I know, I know how good your work ethic is. I've seen what you've done, and I really feel a positive vibe from what I'm seeing there. Well, again, I want to thank you for coming on the show. We have
Yeah, no worries, man.
more
Go
coaches
Garnets,
coming up
man.
this week. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, go Garnets. I say just thank for everybody supporting so far. What we're bringing to the table, as far as administration and all the teachers in the building, everybody, man. we're building a pretty good culture there, and I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
All right, terrific. Again, this is Joe Carollo. I'm here with head coach Montre Wright, the Haddon Heights Garnets. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. We have several more coaches from the area coming on the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Trey, have a good night. Thanks again for coming on the show.
You too, Joe. Thanks for having me.